Mind Control 101. Ever heard the phrase, "They're trying to control your mind," and just rolled your eyes? Well, as it turns out, mind control has roots deeper than your average conspiracy theory rabbit hole. From ancient priests suggesting divine will to modern marketing wizards nudging your shopping list, the basic idea is simple. Get someone to think or act differently, usually without them noticing. In the 20th century, mind control became a hot topic thanks to military experiments. The CIA's infamous MK-Ultra project in the 1950s was a real-life attempt to weaponize brainwashing. LSD, hypnosis, sensory deprivation, basically everything but tinfoil hats, although those would have looked fabulous. Spoiler alert, they didn't discover any magic mind-melting ray guns, but they did prove the human mind can be pretty pliable. And let's not forget, everyday persuasion is a cousin of mind control. Your mother guilt-tripping you into cleaning your room, mind control or pure love? Trick question. It's both. As George Orwell put it, power is in tearing human minds to pieces and putting them together again in new shapes of your own choosing. Makes you wonder, are your thoughts truly your thoughts, or just skillfully planted seeds? Or maybe you just really did want to buy that pineapple-shaped mug. The power of repetition. Repeat after me. Repetition works. Repetition works. Repetition works. Getting the point yet? From ancient mantras to modern advertising jingles, the power of repetition is, well, endlessly repeated. History is littered with examples. Think of political catchphrases. "Make America great again," anyone? Or religious chants echoing through centuries. Why does repetition sneak past our mental guards? Psychologists call it the illusion of truth effect. The more we hear something, the more likely we are to believe it's true. Even Plato got in on the act, warning about the dangers of repeated lies in The Republic. And who could forget Joseph Goebbels, the Nazi propaganda minister, who allegedly said, "If you tell a lie big enough and keep repeating it, people will eventually come to believe it." This isn't just about politics. Consider the way brands pound slogans into your brain until you're humming them in the shower. Ever tried not to sing along with a fast food jingle? Didn't think so. In the end, repetition is the hack that keeps human brains running, sometimes in circles. Makes you wonder, what's looping in your head right now and who put it there? Cult influence unveiled. What do ancient priesthoods, 1970s communes, and that weird group on the corner offering free personality tests have in common? Cults, of course. The word conjures up images of matching robes and far-out beliefs, but cult influence goes way deeper than Netflix documentaries might suggest. Sociologist Margaret Singer defined cults as groups using systematic persuasion under conditions of manipulation and control. Translation: charismatic leaders, social isolation, love bombing. No, it's not as romantic as it sounds, and a steady diet of new truths. The notorious Jonestown tragedy of 1978 is a chilling example. A charismatic leader, Jim Jones, convinced hundreds to drink the Kool-Aid. A phrase so infamous it's become a metaphor for blind obedience. But here's the kicker. Cult techniques aren't unique to fringe groups. The same psychological tricks, peer pressure, repetitive messaging, strict rules, show up in politics, marketing, even self-improvement seminars. Maybe you're not wearing flowing robes, but ever found yourself nodding along in an echo chamber or joining a tribe online? As Dostoevsky mused, the best way to keep a prisoner from escaping is to make sure he never knows he's in prison. Spooky, right? Or just another Tuesday. Social media manipulation. Ever found yourself scrolling for hours, suddenly convinced you need a pet ferret, a DIY sauna, and a political opinion you didn't have yesterday? Welcome to the digital jungle, where social media doesn't just show you the world, it shapes it too. Social media manipulation sounds almost like sci-fi, but it's startlingly real. In the 2010s, Cambridge Analytica used Facebook data to micro-target voters, sparking debates about the age of surveillance capitalism, as described by Shoshana Zuboff. Algorithms serve up stories designed to inflame, engage, or persuade. If you are not paying for the product, you are the product, the old saying goes. What's wild is how these platforms subtly tug at our emotions. Likes, shares, outrage, all dopamine-driven. It's like Pavlov's dogs, but instead of bells, you get memes. Social proof amplifies the effect. Ever liked something just because a million others did? Me neither. Wink. The ancient Greeks warned that rhetoric could be dangerous in the wrong hands. Socrates knew a thing or two about being misrepresented. So next time a viral tweet tempts you to join the outrage stampede, pause. Whose story are you sharing? And whose thoughts are you really thinking? Gaslighting, a hidden art. Imagine someone insists the sky is green, rewires your light bulbs and smirks. It's always been this way. Voila, gaslighting. This psychological sleight of hand comes from the 1938 play Gaslight, where a husband manipulates his wife into doubting her sanity by dimming their gas lamps. Fast forward to today, and gaslighting has left the theater for politics, relationships, and of course, Twitter debates. Psychologist Robin Stern calls it the insidious art of warping reality. Parents, partners, politicians, they've all dabbled in this dark trade. The cleverest trick of the devil is to persuade you that he does not exist, wrote Baudelaire, and gaslighters would surely agree. Why is it so effective? Because it erodes confidence. Doubt sows confusion. And when people question their own senses, they'll accept almost anything, even that questionable haircut you swore you'd never get. But here's a twist. Not all gaslighting is nefarious. Sometimes people genuinely view reality differently. The real danger is when someone uses that confusion for control. Next time someone says, "You're overreacting," ask, "Or am I just seeing the lamp flicker?" Propaganda Playbook. Propaganda, it's what's for dinner? Well, not quite, but it's certainly been feeding public opinion for centuries. From Roman emperors chiseling their victories into stone walls to Orwell's dystopian Ministry of Truth, propaganda is the art of mass persuasion disguised as facts. Take World War II. Posters everywhere urged civilians to loose lips, sink ships, and buy war bonds. But propaganda isn't all doom and gloom. It's also about unity, identity, and hope. Or at least, that's what the propagandists say. Edward Bernays, nephew of Sigmund Freud and dubbed father of public relations, boasted, "We are governed, our minds molded, our tastes formed, largely by men we have never heard of." Modern propaganda adapts to every new platform, from radio broadcasts to viral TikToks. Clever imagery, catchy slogans, even emotionally charged music. Propaganda is a full sensory production. The trick? It appeals to feelings, not facts, because as any spin doctor knows, logic is overrated when emotions are running high. So, next time you see a catchy message online, ask yourself, is this information or just someone's secret sauce? One man's public service announcement is another's textbook mind-bender. The science of fear. Boo! Did I get your attention? Fear definitely works, and it's a favorite tool in the Brainwasher's kit. The science of fear dates back to the days when outrunning a lion was just another Monday. But in modern life, the predators have changed. Think headlines screaming about everything from mutant viruses to missing socks. Neuroscientist Joseph Ledoux explains, fear is a fundamental motivator. If you want to control people, trigger their fear. Totalitarian regimes figured this out ages ago. From secret police shadows to color-coded terror alerts, nothing molds public behavior like a little strategic panic. But here's the fun bit. Fear doesn't have to be epic. Even FOMO, fear of missing out, pushes us to click, buy, or join. Maybe that's why scary movies are so popular. They let us dance with fear, then laugh it off, hopefully. Of course, the science isn't all dark magic. Brain chemicals like adrenaline get your heart pumping and your decisions, well, sometimes regrettable. So next time you find yourself buying survival gear after a late-night news binge, ask, is this rational caution, or am I just starring in my own episode of Fear Factor? Escape the brainwash. Feeling hypnotized yet? Don't worry, escaping the brainwash isn't as impossible as it sounds, and thankfully, no tinfoil hat required. While mind-meddling techniques run rampant, so do resistance strategies. History's full of thinkers who fought back. Socrates famously questioned everything, even annoying the ancient world with his relentless why. Carl Jung warned, people will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls. But turning skepticism into superpower, that's your ticket out. Critical thinking, fact-checking, and a good sense of humor all help slice through manipulation. Learning to spot logical fallacies, that's 21st century armor. Even surrounding yourself with diverse opinions makes echo chambers less echoey. The best way to escape a psychological maze. Know you're in one, or as they say, he who knows others is wise, he who knows himself is enlightened. Thanks, Lousy. So, next time you feel your thoughts wandering suspiciously close to cult territory, try this mantra. Is this my idea, or am I just echoing someone else? If all else fails, blink twice for freedom and hit that unsubscribe button. Found this video interesting? Leave us a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Let us know what we should cover next in the comments below.